Hey, so I have a little different thing here today, a little special thing. So anyway, I have a guitar in this case. Yeah, shocking, isn't it, in a guitar case. But first, I'm going to tell you a little story about this guitar. So, a friend of mine, best friend, I've known him for 45 years, maybe a little more. I'm not sure. It was just one of those things like we met at some point. I believe Sunday school was where we first met. We knew each other in like junior high, middle school. It was junior high at the time, and knew each other through high school and that kind of a thing. But like, I'm not sure exactly like the moment we met, but anyway, 45 something years. And growing up in high school and things, I would go to his house for young life meetings. And it was kind of like a religious-ish, non-denominational kind of a youth group thing. And we'd go there for weekly meetings, and it was a lot of fun. I had a blast. I went there for years. We would sometimes go on trips, like, you know, go and do stuff for a weekend or whatever. Like, I'll get on a bus, go somewhere. Monadnock Mountain. We went to different things like that. So it was a lot of fun. It was a blast. And at the end of each meeting, or the last part of each meeting, my friend's dad would pull out his guitar and play some songs, and we would all sing, and sometimes like Eagles tunes. I remember Take It Easy was one that we played a lot. Some sort of religious-ish ones, things like that. But anyway, so this was before I started playing guitar, and you know, I always thought it was neat. Like, he just pulls out a guitar and can play, and you know, everybody's having fun. Like, wow, that's amazing. So here we are. A couple weeks ago, I get an email from my friend's dad, and he'd like to give me his guitar. So I am absolutely shocked, stunned, flabbergasted. So sure. So I go to see him, and you know, it was neat seeing them. I see them at the supermarket. I see them around town still, my friend's parents. And, you know, I've been in the house like, I don't know, hundreds of times probably, sleepovers with my friend growing up, whatever. But, you know, it was kind of neat, like going back and seeing his house and like, wow, like, you know, this was the living room where me and my friend would like sit there with headphones on and listen to record albums and things like that. And like, you know, here's the room where like, you know, we would like lounge around and watch TV after school or whatever. So things like that. The cupboards in the kitchen where the snacks were and everything. So anyway, I have a guitar. So I'm going to open it up and we'll take a look at it. I'm like terrified to bang the guitar up. So it is a Gibson acoustic guitar that my friend's dad purchased in 1967, brand new, when he graduated graduated college. He had another guitar, but I guess, you know, he thought he would treat himself, whatever. So he bought this, and he has had it since 1967, and it is now 2025, so that's 58 years. So it's a 58-year-old guitar, and as you can see, it's in pretty darn good condition. Like, kind of wild, huh? You know, of course, there's a few little nicks and dings and things like that. But, unbelievable, huh? and it sounds great. Okay, he told me it was a J45, and going online and things, I'm finding that it is not a J45. It looks very much like one. He lost the little paper in there, it peeled off and got lost through the years. A J45 ADJ, meaning the adjustable bridge. It is not. It's a slightly smaller guitar. It looks just like it, but it's a slightly smaller guitar. And the best I can figure is it's a LG-1. Yeah, that's what it is. LG, I should have written it down. LG-1. So it was either an LG-1, an LG-2, or a B25. And somebody pointed out, well, the LG-1 had ladder bracing, and the B25 has a center strip on the back, on the inside, that reinforces the two sides of the back, and this does not. So by sort of process of elimination, this seems to be an LG-1. So, it's pretty cool. A couple of the side dots, I don't know if you can see, are kind of missing. So there's one here, there's one here, and then there's one here, but it's covered with a little bit of the darker finish that they put on it, I guess. So it looks like the 7th is barely visible, and the 9th you can't see at all. Well, no, I can see it under the finish, but I don't want to play with it. I don't want to mess with it. As far as I know, as far as he told me, everything is original. So it's pretty darn neat, isn't it? I don't want to tune it because he said the tuners are a little sticky. So I don't think, they have been oiled recently. So I definitely want to oil them. And sadly, if you can see, yeah, there's a crack in the bridge. So I'm going to bring it to a couple of places and see what they recommend to do. Online I've gotten some different opinions. One is, either way I think the bridge has to come off to be repaired or replaced. But one option is to have it repaired and put back on. And also the adjustable bridge has tilted a little bit because of the strings. So after this video I'm going to loosen the strings as best I can with the tuners. I don't want to break anything. And then, go from there. But the first option is to repair the bridge and then put it back on. The other option is to just simply replace the entire bridge. And then replacing the bridge, we have the option of, do I replace it with a just a fixed like bone bridge saddle, or do I replace it with another adjustable? And the bridge piece on this is actually wood. It looks like rosewood, I'm guessing. If I replace it with another adjustable, do I have the wood adjustable or something else, bone or whatever? For that matter, if I do it with a fixed bridge, do I use bone or a wood fixed bridge? I'm sure that would be easy enough to make one. So, I don't know, different options. It's a little bit out of tune, but like I said, I don't want to fool around. I am not used to playing an acoustic very much. But anyway, so there we are. It's a pretty neat guitar, huh?